Dear students, I welcome you all in our Good Samaritan School online classes of Medical Diagnostics for class 11 students. I think many new students are also here, and already we have started our unit 1 and the first chapter of urine analysis that is already completed. So you can go through the videos, and then we have started our second unit, and this is the first chapter and named as body fluid. And in our last class already we have learnt about the topic named as edema. Today we are going to start the second fluid. Okay, today we are going to start the second topic that is named as the cerebrospinal fluid. So the students, do you know where the cerebrospinal fluid is present in our body? Yes, the name, from the name only you can get the idea that cerebrospinal fluid. That means the fluid will be present in the brain and spinal cord. Okay, cerebrospinal fluid, that means the fluid will be present in the brain and spinal cord area. So, at first we have to know from where the fluid is getting produced. That is very important thing. Okay, already the fluid is present in the brain and spinal cord, but from where the fluid is produced? Actually, the fluid is produced from the choroid plexus area. The fluid is produced from the choroid plexus area. Okay, choroid plexus is the area that is present inside the brain. Choroid plexus is the area which is present inside the brain, and this can be 1 mark question. Just remember it very clearly. Okay, so the 1 mark question can come like that: from where the cerebrospinal fluid is produced from your brain? The answer will be choroid plexus area. Now, here the brain is covered by the layer that is named as meninges. Okay, so just I am giving you one example. Whenever you are giving any gift to any of your friend, the first thing what you are doing, you are wrapping the gift with a nice and very attractive gift wrapper. Why? Because when you are giving something to any of your friend, so you think like that ki it should presentable. Okay, it should be presentable and your friend should like that. So that's why you are using the gift wrapper. So when the God has gifted us so beautiful organ like brain, so the God has also wrapped the gift of brain in a wrapper, and that wrapper is the very interesting. It is having very interesting function also, and that wrapper of brain is called as the meninges. Okay, meninges is playing very important role in our brain. So this is the very important part of our brain also. Okay, not only the brain, it will cover the spinal cord as well. So from the outside to inside, meninges has 3 layers. The first outside layer is dura mater, then the second layer is called as arachnoid matter, and the third layer is called as pia mater. Okay, so from outside to inside, the brain and spinal cord will be covered by the layer of meninges, and meninges has 3 layers: dura mater, arachnoid matter, and pia mater. Okay, so the pia matter is the innermost layer. So obviously the pia matter will have the direct contact with the brain. So most of the CSF is formed by the choroid plexus, and it will circulates around the brain and spinal cord. It has a turnover rate over 20 ml per hour. That means per hour almost 20 ml of CSF is flowing through the brain and spinal cord. Now let us see that what important functions the CSF is playing in our brain. The first function is called as the buoyancy. So what is the meaning of buoyancy? You know that when the fish is swimming inside the river or any water, the fish does not sink. When you know how to swim, you will not sink in the water. Okay, but if a person does not know how to swim, what will happen? The person will sink in the water. Why it is like that? Because when the person knows how to swim, then the person can adapt the process of buoyancy. What is the meaning of buoyancy? Buoyancy means the actual weight of the body will be reduced. So we can float our body on the water. So in our case of our brain also, something is happening like that. What is happening? Actual mass of the brain is about 1.4 to 1.5 kg. Okay, 1.4 to 1.5 kg, that means 1400 gram to 1500 gram. So what is the meaning of that? 1.4 to 1.5 kg. Okay, so that much big weight our brain is having. But when the brain is suspended in the CSF, so the mass is equivalent to only 25 to 50 gram. So can you imagine? The brain is reducing its mass of weight. Okay, so this kind of process is called as the buoyancy, because suppose if the brain with its actual weight, that is 1.4 to 1.5 kg, if we have to bear the weight, we cannot bear it for lifelong. Okay, so that's why what the brain is doing, with the help of the process of buoyancy, brain is reducing its weight to 25 to 50 gram. Okay, in the process of buoyancy. So what is happening? We cannot feel any weight in our brain. Okay, so what will happen? So this buoyancy process allows the brain to maintain its density without being impaired by its own weight. Okay, which could cut off the blood supply and kill neurons in the lower section without CSF. If the brain will have the actual weight of 1.4 to 1.5 kg, what will happen? It will suppress the downward portion of the brain, and it will cut the blood supply also, and it can kill the neurons also. So that's why what the brain is doing, the brain is reducing its weight to 25 to 50 gram. So that's why the whole brain will be intact and the whole brain can perform its functions. Now the second function is protection. So how the CSF can protect the brain? Actually, the CSF is the fluid part, and which will be present outside the brain, that already you have seen. So automatically, if there will be any injury or any jolt or any heat, so what will happen? The fluid area will absorb the shock and our brain will be safe from the mechanical injury. So that also you know, suppose when you are jumping from very high place, if you will fall on any fluid part or any water, you will not be hurt that much. But if you will fall on any solid part, then what will happen? You can have a big shock. So that's why the protection, in the protection part, the CSF, the fluid that is absorbing the shock, and the brain is safe from the mechanical injury. In the third function, prevention of brain ischemia. What is the meaning of ischemia? Ischemia means when there will be the lack of oxygen. Okay, then the CSF will provide that oxygen to brain. Okay, and in that process, what will happen? The brain will not follow the loss of oxygen anyhow. Now the next one, the homeostasis. What is the meaning of homeostasis? Homeostasis means maintaining the normal condition of the body, whatever condition it is. Okay, the regulation of the disturbance of substances between the cells of brain. So if there will be any changes in the brain, So the changes will be turned over to the normal condition. That process is called as homeostasis. If there is any kind of change in the brain, the process of change will be turned over into the normal condition, and that function is also done by the CSF. Which kind of changes can occur? Like the high glycine concentration, okay, that can disrupt the temperature and blood pressure control. High CSF pH can cause the dizziness and syncope. So when these kind of changes will occur, they will be maintained by the CSF. And the last part is the cleaning the waste, because the CSF is helping in the brain metabolism. So obviously when the metabolism process is going on inside the brain, inside the cells and tissues of the brain, so the waste product will be generated, and those waste products will be diffused rapidly into the CSF, and they will be removed into the bloodstream as the CSF is absorbed. Okay, so what will happen? When the waste material will be produced, then the CSF will absorb that waste material, and the CSF will release those waste material into the bloodstream. Okay, and the brain will be clear in nature, and there will be no waste material. So this is up to today's class. In our next class we will discuss about the circulation of CSF. Thank you very much. Keep learning. The students, you all keep learning, and the new students, you please go through all the videos, previous videos. Okay. Thank you very much.